Author's POV at your sister's house. You were coming downstairs and saw a newly wedded couple are sitting together. You looked at your sister Mia and her husband Jiun. You went towards them and wished them good morning, and they both smiled. 1. Onni, I think now I should go to my house by evening. You ask, cause you were staying at Jiun's house with your sister after till their marriage, as your sister wants. But now you thought to return back to your house. Mia, no one, you can't live like this. I want your help. 1. Help? For what, Onni? Mia, listen, I like how you handle a wedding, and Jiun wants a reception party. So I want you to handle this too. Please, till then stay with us. Your sister asked, cause you are a wedding planner, and you also nodded, cause you can't say no to your sister. Good morning, everyone. You all looked in that direction. Mia, oh, Jimin, she said while smiling, and you made a done face. Jimin, how was your last night, dear sister-in-law? He asked while sitting near you, and you looked at him, cause he was really close, even though there was enough space. You looked at him in disbelief, and he winked at you. Jiun, is this the question you asked from Mia? Jimin, yes. What's wrong with this? Yesterday was your first wedding night, right? Jiun, such a pervert. He said, being annoying. Mia, oh, come on, Jiun. Look, Jimin, there is nothing. We both were tired, so we just slept last night. She said while smiling. Jimin, oh, actually, Dad has a lots of expectation from you, Nuna. All understand his meaning, and Mia's face turned red. Jiun, Jimin, will you please shut your mouth? He said as he got shy, and he took Mia with him to their room. And there were only you two left. You glared at Jimin and said, 1. Can't you shut your mouth? And how can you talk like this to my Onni? Jimin, like what, sweetheart? He said while smirking and slowly moving near you. 1. What are you doing? You asked as you got nervous by his closeness. Jimin, are you shuddering? He said while looking at your face, and he moved his face to your ear and whispered something in your ear. Jimin, am I making you nervous, sweetheart? He whispered, but you pushed him as he was really close, and he chuckled. 1. Don't you dare to try your flirty skills with me. You said and went from there, and he looked in your direction. Jimin, oh, this girl, same as before. He said to himself while remembering his some past memories, as you both are childhood enemies. Mia, 1. Me and Jiun decided to buy our dresses for reception. 1. That's great, Onni. We really don't have time. Mia, yeah. So me and Jiun are going with in same car. You will come with J. 1. No way, Onni. I will not go with him. You denied. Mia, but why? What's the problem? 1. I'll go by myself. You say while smiling awkwardly. Jimin, but why don't you want to come with me, huh? I'm not a stranger. Mia, yes, Jimin is right. You both know each other since childhood. I don't want to listen to anything. You will go with him. You nodded as you don't have any choice. While Jimin was smirking at you. Mia and Jimin already went, and you and Jimin came to your room to change. Jimin was really excited as now you are going with him. And after 10 minutes, as he changed his outfit, he went to open the door of his room, but it's locked. Jimin, what the? Why the door is not opening? He got confused. He went near his room window and saw you, where you were standing in the yard. You looked at him and with a smile and he glared at you cause now he understands that you locked him in his room. You lastly winked at him while smiling and walked towards the car. Jimin, sweetheart, you did wrong, he said and thought. You sat inside your car and were ready to drive off, but suddenly another car came in front of you and blocked your way. You noticed that it was Jimin's car. You got confused, but as the car door opened, you saw Jimin come out while walking near your car, and your eyes widened. He opened the car door before dragging you towards his car and made you sit in his car and started driving. You looked at him being angry. Juan, how did you come out? Jimin, do you really think you can stop me, huh? Trust me, if you again do these kinds of prank on me, I will punish you. He said while smirking, and you looked at him in disbelief, being nervous by his intense gaze. After some time, you both reached your destination. You went inside with him and saw your sister helping Jiun with his suit. You went near them, one only. Mia, oh one. Then she looked at Jimin and asked, Mia, why did you both get late, huh? One, because of the traffic only. You said while smiling awkwardly. Mia, oh, it's okay. Listen, I already chose my outfit and I have to help to find a suit for Jiun. So till then, you both also go and find something for you too. You both nodded and went to see around. You were looking around and Jimin was also behind you. You stopped and looked at him. Juan, what? Jimin, what? Juan, why are you roaming around me, huh? You ask. Jimin, are you a superstar that I will be roaming around you? You made a with the look and went to find some dresses. It's been 20 minutes since you were looking for your dress, but you still haven't found any. Jimin is also near you and noticed. He smiled while looking at your confusing face as he already knew you can't find a dress for you. He took a dress and hid it behind his back and walked towards you and said, Jimin, what happened? Still haven't found anything? He whispered. Well, no. You answered unknowingly and turned around to see Jimin. Juan, what are you doing here? Jimin, here, take this. He said while giving you that dress. Juan, I will find it by my... Before you could complete, he said, Jimin, Mia sent this for you. He lied cause he knew you won't take this from him. You looked at the dress before taking it from his hands and he secretly smiled. You went towards the changing room and he also went behind you. It's been 10 minutes you haven't come out after changing. As he was waiting outside, he knocked on the door and you thought it was your sister Mia. Juan, Onni, will you please help me with this dress? It's hard to wear. Jimin listened to you and a smirk made on his face and without thinking twice he went inside. You looked at him by your front mirror and before you could scream, he put his hand on your lips and shut your mouth. You looked at him by the mirror with wide eyes. He made you turn and looked at you from head to toe. And his eyes got blessed to see you. Jimin, beautiful. This word unknowingly left from his mouth. He looked in the mirror and saw your back, which was clearly visible to him. He removed his hand from your mouth because he knew you won't scream because you don't want to know the people outside. He put his hand on your waist and pulled you. You slowly fall on his chest and keep your hand on his chest. Your heart is beating so fast because you both were really very close. He lifted his one hand and moved towards your face and removed some of your hair from your face. Wan, what are you doing here? You asked aggressively. Jimin, calm down, kitten. I just came here to help you. He said while pulling your zip upwards. Jimin, look how you look so sexy. Wan, shut up and get out. You said being annoying. Jimin, don't you think you have to say thank you? Wan, and for what? Jimin, cause I help you. Wan, oh. You pulled him by his collar and whispered something in his ear. Wan, did I call you to help me, huh? You said while pushing him aside and walked out. He smiled in his mind as you didn't change a bit, same as your back days. Time skipped to the reception day in the morning. You looked around in the house as the reception decoration is going on and you have to complete it by evening cause the reception is going to start in the evening. You looked at the flower which was used for the decoration. You looked in the corner as the flowers were not in the sequence, so you took a ladder and took 2 steps upwards. But suddenly you lost your balance and was about to fall, but before someone held you by your waist. You closed your eyes while breathing heavily as you were scared from falling. After a minute you opened your eyes and saw Jimin, who was holding you. You looked in his eyes for a minute and don't know why, but you lost in him. Jimin looked at you and smirked. Suddenly he got an idea and he loosened his grip on your waist. And you came into your senses as you were about to lose your balance again. When Jimin, please don't leave me. You said as if he left you and you will be fall. Jimin, are you scared, sweetheart? When I swear if I fall then you also won't be spared. You said being angry. Jimin, tough, huh? Never gonna leave this attitude. He said while smirking and left you. And you fell on the floor. One. You screamed while rubbing your and seeing him smiling. One. You say while trying to get up, but you hurt a little. He looked at you for a minute and lifted you in his arms and took you in the drawing room. And she also didn't say anything as she needs help. Time skip after 2 hours. You were again busy at your work as now you were feeling fine, but you haven't got rid of what Jimin did with you. You just want a chance to get real revenge. You looked around and saw Jimin, who was sitting near the pool area. You went near him and saw him where he was using his phone. He didn't notice your presence, so you suddenly snatched his phone from behind. You looked at his phone screen and saw some of your pics. Jimin, hey, he said while turning towards you. One, what are you doing with my pics? Jimin, it's none of your business. Give me my phone back. One, you said while smirking. You were moving backwards while showing him his phone, which was in your hands. He took a step forward to take his phone. You looked back at the pool and that was only 2 steps near. He again moved forward and then suddenly you pushed him inside the pool. You laughed after looking at him who was dancing in the pool. Jimin, Wan, how can you do this? He said while pushing his hair back as now he was all wet. Wan, just like how you left me? He understands that. You took your revenge. You wave your hand and say bye to him, and lastly winked at him. Jimin, Wan, wait. Did you forget I also help you too? Wan, help my foot. You said while glaring at him and went from there. Time skip in the evening. All were going to be ready as the reception is going to start. Jimin, Nuna, where's Wan? He asked. Mia, yeah, she's in her room and getting ready. He went towards your room to see you as he secretly peeked inside and saw you standing near the mirror while you were doing your makeup. He unknowingly started staring at you without blinking. He smiled after seeing you in that dress which he gave you. After a few minutes you turned back and flinched after seeing Jimin in front of you. Wan, what are you doing here? You asked. He didn't say anything and took some steps towards you. And you moved back. Wan, what? You said while moving backwards, being nervous. Your feet are stuck as there is no space to move, but he kept coming. He stopped close to you and took something from behind, from the dressing table. You looked into his hand and saw lipstick. He opened the tap of the lipstick before applying it on your lips slowly. You feel really very nervous. Words were not coming out from your mouth. You also stopped while looking into his deep ocean eyes. Jimin, perfect. He whispered in your ear after applying the lipstick. With that, you came into your senses and pushed him aside. Jimin, what happened, sweetheart? He said while holding your wrist. Wan, leave me. I have to be ready on time. Jimin, don't you think you are forgetting something? He said while pulling you closer and your back hit his chest and he held both of your hands with his. Wan, what are you talking about? You asked as you were confused. He brings his face closer to your ear and whispered in his soft voice, Jimin, don't you think you should have to apologize to me? Whisper. Wan, for what? You shudders as you feel nervous because of the closeness. Jimin, cause you pushed me inside the pool. Wan, excuse me. You say while turning towards him. Wan, you also left me from the ladder. Did you say sorry, huh? You say while pointing your finger towards him and took a step forward to him and he moved back as you were looking at him being angry. He looked at you and smirked before saying, Jimin, oh, means you won't apologize. Wan, never. You said while winking at him as you were testing him. Jimin, fine. Then I swear today you will have to apologize to me. You chuckled and said, Wan, are you challenging me? Jimin, think something like this, sweetheart. He said while lastly giving a peck on your cheeks and walked out. At the party, everyone was enjoying their moment at the party and everything there was perfect. Your sister really likes this. You went towards your sister and said, Wan, Oni, once again happy marriage life. This is a gift from my side. You said while giving her something, and suddenly Jimin came. Jimin, when will you dance with me? When? Sorry? You said as you were amused by him. Mia, what? Go and dance with him? Look, the most handsome man is asking you. She said in excitement, and you rolled your eyes. But she pushed you towards him and signaled you both to enjoy the dance before walking somewhere. He took you towards the dance floor and the lights were dim. When? Do you really want to dance with me? You ask. Jimin, yes, is there anything wrong if I dance with my sweetheart? Your heart flutters and cheeks turn red by his words. He put his hands around your waist and takes your position. You both were slowly humming at the music, then suddenly he said, Jimin, sweetheart, won't you still apologize to me? He asked. You held his neck and brought his face closer to you and said, Why, never in your dreams. You say while winking, Jimin, stubborn like back days. When you are also like before, flirting king. He chuckled. Jimin, I won't flirt with anyone except you. When don't lie. You say while pinching his soft chubby cheeks. Jimin, ah, he whimpered. You laughed at him and he lost in your smile. Both were slowly dancing while staring into each other's eyes deeply. Jimin's hands were on your waist and he slowly moved his hand upwards and then he remembered that the dress you were wearing has a zip on the back side. He smirks as there is something going on in his mind. He slowly unzipped your dress. You were also feeling something, but you ignored that. But within a second, you feel like your dress is getting loose. You look back and notice Jimin was opening your dress zip. Your eyes widened when you looked at him and he was smirking at you. What are you doing? You asked. He didn't say anything and you got nervous as you felt his hand travel on your back, but your back was covered with your long hair. When, Jimin, what are you doing? Why did you open my zip? Jimin, sweetheart, you still have time. Say sorry to me. You looked at him in disbelief. When, are you fucking serious? You just opened my zip just to apologize to you? Jimin, it's not a big deal. Just say sorry. Simple. He said while smirking. When you? Listen, I will not say sorry. Do whatever you want. You yelled at him in anger, but from inside you were nervous. Jimin, sweetheart, you are playing hard with me. When that's what I want. You say while showing him your same attitude. Jimin, means you still want to apologize. You shook your head. You turned back to walk, but he held you from behind and said, Jimin, where are you going? Your zip is open. When I don't care. You said and really was about to go. Jimin, God, this girl? You don't care, but I care. He said and again stopped you. You looked at him smirking and he understands you never loses. Jimin, fine, don't say sorry. I'm zipping your dress. Jimin, I don't want to show your sexy back to anyone. He said as he never won against you and you smiled. But then he zipped your dress and you said, When you still have to try to play hard with me. You say while giving him a quick peek on his lips and walked out from there. He looked in your direction and winked at you when you again looked back at him. The end.